Hey everybody, it's me, Plantine Charlene, and today's video will be about my plant of the week. Okay, before I start and show you what that plant is of the week, I always like to give a shout out to all of my subscribers, anyone who has liked, commented, shared, or clicked that bell to know when a new video is coming out. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Before I continue, I just want to apologize for the glare. I would take my glasses off, but then I can't see. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust my face where you don't see the glare as much, like right here. So if I look like I'm standing weird, that's the reason. Here is my plant of the week. Yes, I replaced my ponytail palm. If you saw in my last video, the mealy bugs got that one and it wasn't looking good. I cut everything off, and it was in my challenge video. So you can check that out. I'll put it up here somewhere. But yes, I did replace it. I found out about a store in Brooklyn. It's a black-owned business. And I saw that on IG, and I went to the store that following Saturday, and I purchased this. It was $26. So I'm very happy that I didn't go there looking for the plant. It was standing there calling me, and I answered. So I'm very happy that I replaced this plant. It's got a shingle, like I got mine. That's in honor to Keisha Dinkra. Make sure y'all check her out. I'll put her channel up here somewhere. Thank you, Keisha. But yes, she's got her shake going. And this time around, because this is my fourth ponytail palm. Yeah, I said that. Fourth one. And the past three all were infected by mealybugs. So this one, I'm a bit nervous, but I now know that I need to wash my plants, care for my plants, just inspect them more often, and make sure that there are no mealybugs on this plant. As you see, the lighter green areas, that's all new growth. That's one of the main areas that they like to hide. This plant, as you can see, there's a lot of hiding places in here, but they tend to, for my plants, go deep in this section here where that new growth will come out. So again, where you see that lighter green, that's all new growth coming, and eventually it will get to this darker green and start to curl. But that's where I notice that they tend to hang out. I never see them on the trunk of the plant, nor do I see them like hanging on the outside or on the tips. Mealybugs are notorious. I do mean notorious for hiding underneath and in deep crevices of your leaves. I just found some more. Yay me, right? I just found more on my snake plant, on my whale fin, and it threw me for a loop. It was on a new leaf. The leaf is bigger than, as in height, than the other leaves on the plant. And it was disturbing to see. But for this one, I am going to watch it carefully. I'm actually not going to keep it where the other one was. And the reason for that is I don't want to get mealybugs again, right? So my living room seems to be the area of plants that are infected by them or infested by them more than any other area. I saw very few in my kitchen, very few in the hall, but I'm not seeing them anywhere else now except for in the living room. And when I got a little lazy because I believed that they weren't into the snake plant. That's why I didn't get too like serious about taking care of it. I ended up regretting that. But in the meantime, for this plant, I am going to spray it carefully for the next, I'm going to spray at least twice a week for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I've had it for about, this Saturday will be a weekend. It'll be a week since I've had it. And it has been sprayed twice already. So come probably Monday, Tuesday of this coming week, I'm going to spray it twice that week too, and then do it again and do it again. And then I'll leave it to once every 2 weeks. Now, this plant can handle bright light, but bright indirect light. Now, they're slow growers. This is the largest one I ever purchased. They're usually smaller when I buy them. I really wouldn't mind getting one that's like 2-3 feet tall, but that'll be later in life. I do see that there is a new growth point coming right there. So that's good to see. And if these bumps that I'm seeing in different locations are a sign that, it is, because I see another one coming. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll zoom in on it so you can see what I'm talking about. But that to me is a sign of new growth areas that will push out new leaves, which I'll be very happy to see, because that just means that this ponytail is going to be a little bit fuller. In addition, okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold this and talk and not drop it, but you'll notice that the ends of the leaves will turn brown. That's a little normal. You can snip that right on off. You don't want to overwater this plant. This trunk holds water. How I tend to figure out if it needs water is when I start to see the soil kind of like growing or drying away from the pot or from the plant itself, which tells me that it's pretty dry. You can always do the normal, stick your hand in or the finger in the soil at least 50% deep into whatever size pot it's in. Mine is in, no, I'm making a mess. You can see the root system here. My plan was to show you guys the pot, because this white one is a cash pot, or cash pot, however you pronounce that. But it decided not to come with. And I do see some water at the bottom, but it's not. The plant won't be sitting in that water. But the roots look good. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Sorry. Anywho, like I said, the roots look good. The point that I was making before is to figure out when the soil is dry. So you want to stick either your finger down into the soil, at least 50% of whatever size the pot it's in, and then you can see if any soil comes off on your finger, it's still dry. If there is no soil on your finger, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. If there's soil on your finger, it's still moist. If there's no soil on your finger, it is still dry. I'm gonna pull it together. What was I going to say? I forgot. I remember. You can also use a moisture meter that tells you if it's dry or not. There are some moisture meters that come with a guide that will give you the number in which the gauge on the moisture meter goes to. So for instance, if this should be at least a 6 out of 10, and if that moisture meter goes past it, then you know it's a little too wet. If it goes under, you know it's drying. And it's not necessarily dry, it's drying. Doesn't mean you should water it. It just means it's drying. You may be ready to get, you may be ready. Oh, I'm on a roll. You want to get ready to water that plant because that soil is beginning to dry out. Okay, because I don't work out enough. Ooh, sugar. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm bringing this over to the other side. I am in dire need of working out. I can't have these kind of plants and not work out. This was considered heavy. Anyway, guys, that is it. This is my plant of the week. Oh, fertilizer. You can fertilize this plant. You want to use, well, I don't like telling. I'm going to stop telling people what fertilizer you should use. Whatever fertilizer you use, you may want to dilute it a little because you don't want to over fertilize any plant. I have begun to start using my fish emulsion with my kelp, or whatever the heck is called, kelp, and my iron, and I use less than what they say in 2 gallons of water, and their measurements is actually based on a gallon of water. So I'm using 2 gallons of water, and I'm still putting less because we are still in the quote-unquote non-growing season. So I don't want to overdo it for the plant and burn its leaves. And I'm looking here again. I noted that if you see brown tips on your plant, that is normal. When it starts drying up or browning more than 2 or 1/3 or 2/3 of the leaf, then you're not watering your plant enough. I think I covered everything. I hope I covered everything. But if I didn't, please let me know below. Comment. Do you have a ponytail palm? Do you have the same struggles I have? Does yours grow quickly? Do you shake yours up like I do? Sorry. Have you been successful? Have you been wanting this plant and now you're wondering because of my video, you should go and get it. Anyway, that's enough of being silly. I'm going to put this plant down too. That is it, guys. That is my video. That is my plant of the week. I will be premiering another plant next week, so make sure you look out for that video. And I appreciate you all. I wish you the best. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe, and God bless. Bye.